All right, the newest addition to the Toyota Sharelunker Bass collection season now underway. This year, Texas Parks and Wildlife is upping its efforts to get more genetic data. In this week's Hooked on East Texas, we dive into how TPWD is motivating anglers to play a major role. This is more than a Facebook post. Dylan Sorrells caught a legacy 13-pound-plus bass at Richland Chambers Reservoir. The post celebrates his big catch, but scientists see this post as an opportunity to gather vital DNA about the Toyota Sharelunker Bass program. Why is this genetic information so important?
It's a piece of the puzzle that we just haven't been able to answer quite yet. We want to try to make sure that what we're doing with our stockings is working well, and genetics is one of the best ways to tell if our genetic stockings are actually working.
Natalie Goldstrom is the Sharelunker program coordinator. 13-pound-plus bass get the attention, but biologists also want information from bass that weigh 8 pounds or more caught at any time of the year.
We're really trying to incentivize anglers to send in their DNA samples. So genetics off of their fish, and the way that anglers can do that, they'll take 3 scales off their fish. Anywhere on the body of the fish is fine.
Just 3 scales dried and placed flat in these TPWD supplied envelopes, or really any envelope. The scales sent to geneticists will unlock many clues about the bass.
We can tell you if it was hatched here at our hatchery, if there's any other Sharelunkers that had DNA sent in that is related to, and whether or not it's a pure Florida largemouth bass.
TPWD hopes catch kits like these will encourage anglers to share data.
We like to give anglers some lures from our sponsors.
A collection of lures.
This year we have these KVD Elite 1.5 series, and they're in the red, which is really great winter color.
A logoed Sharelunker hat, a truck or boat sticker, and a 1-month membership to Bass University. Plus, Goldrum says anglers are contributing to conservation.
Someone shared genetics from their fish from Bodark, and we were able to determine that the parent did have offspring here at one of our hatcheries. Those fish were stocked out into Bodark, and the fish was 8 pounds at 5 years old, which is tremendous growth rate.
Information like that tells TPWD Texas lakes are healthy and the largemouth bass population is doing well. New this year, the Sharelunker program is partnering with American Fishing Tackle Company, or AFTCO, to select a guide of the year.
We're hoping that they'll encourage their clients to submit their Sharelunker catches into the program. You know, not only submit their fish information with their length and their weight, but also to submit a genetic sample and just kind of contribute back to that bass conservation.
So far, the Sharelunker program counts more than 600 legacy largemouths from more than 6 dozen lakes caught in the 40-year history of the program. 3 lakes entered lunker territory last year. Goldstrom points to those numbers as evidence the program is headed in the right direction.
So if anglers are out there catching bigger, better bass, and hopefully they're catching more of them, that means that we're doing our job well.
That is what it's all about, bigger, better bass here in Texas. The legacy Sharelunker collection season runs until the end of March. So far, just 2 Sharelunkers have been caught in Texas lakes, but February, typically the busiest month. The weather gets off to a great start for the month. Let's take a look at that forecast for tomorrow. For instance, we always say when the winds are out of the west, the fish bite the best. Well, guess what? Tomorrow we'll have westerly winds and temperatures in the mid-60s. I mean, we may get a Sharelunker tomorrow at a Texas lake with those westerly winds rolling across the Lone Star State.